Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Raeann, but you can call me Ray. Today's video is a palette that I didn't know I needed, but I needed like 100% because I loved these other palettes in this collection, or I guess you could call it a collection. So today's video is going to be on the new addition to the Sugarpill Capsule collection. This is C3. This is the black edition. Look at how beautiful this is. Like, you can't even see all of the shades from here, but beautiful. This is what the shades look like on the back. I love this packaging, by the way. I do get kind of grumpy when I'm filming and I can't like see the shades and I have to flip it over. Really not that big of a deal. Just this packaging is so cute, and same with the other ones. I love that they're all like cohesive and they're basically, the packaging only changes with the color of like the collection basically. So I love that. I love good packaging. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Super pretty. Like, you have the big blush shade right there, and then all of the other shadows, so gorgeous. These shimmer shades are absolutely beautiful. I love the color story of this. The palette retails for $42, and it comes with, I don't even know how many shades, so 10 shades. I think I did that real fast. Good. I think I did it right. But it comes with 10 shades and it retails for $42. Same thing as the other ones. So if you didn't already know, they did come out with other capsule palettes basically. They have the pink one, which is the first one, and the orange one, which is the second one, that was released with Ulta basically. So yeah, I was so excited to see that they were coming out with another one. I have been waiting for what feels like forever for another one because I loved the other two palettes so much. So yeah, if you would like to see what my first impressions are on this palette so far, how I'm feeling about it, and also want to see swatches, go ahead and keep on watching. We're going to go ahead and get into the swatches now. So these are the swatches. Everything's swatched out pretty decently. The mattes didn't seem to swatch out that great. Overall, I'm not complaining about the swatches. I mean, after all, they are just swatches, but for the most part, everything kind of turned out alright. The darker blue shade, that one's patchy, but no surprise. Everything else looks really pretty. The swatches kind of came out like pretty decent. Some of the matte shades kind of fell off a little bit, like these ones here, a little patchy, but really not anything to be concerned of, I think. So I know I already did the look. Let me know if you guys like the way that I'm shooting this. I just feel like after, the look always takes me longer than everything else, but sometimes I spend too much time on everything else, like the intro and the swatches, so I'm trying to condense my videos a little bit to make them a little bit shorter, and this feels like it's working. So if you don't like the fact that I already have the look on while I'm doing the swatches, I've obviously I've already used the palette. If you don't like that, let me know, because I'm probably just going to keep shooting it this way because it seems like it's working, but if you don't like that, let me know. Anyways, the swatches are done. They turned out pretty decent. Let's go ahead and get into the look. Okay, so this is the look. I literally used every single one of the shimmers in here, which I know there's only like 4 of them, but still, I used them all. Also, I thrifted this cute little like Harley Davidson sweatshirt. Super cute. I was such a poser, but that's like the thing now, right? Like, everyone wears Harley Davidson stuff. Most of them haven't even been on a motorcycle. I've been on one, but not in a really long time. I thought that was really cute, so I bought it. It was only like $7. This is actually pretty simple. I feel like I say that all the time, but I mean, generally pretty simple. So what we're going to start off with first is the blush shade. So all of these palettes have like a blush in them basically, and it's always the bigger shade, but you can also use it for your eyes. So most of the time I just use them for my eyes. I might kind of try to use this as my blush today, but blend it in with something else because it's a little bright for me, but might try to do that today. I'm just going to take this in my crease. This shade did feel like it took a while to build up, but it is supposed to be a blush, so that's honestly not super concerning. I've got like a fuzz on my eyeball. Okay. It did feel like it took a while to kind of build up, but once it did, it looks really, really pretty. And since it is intended to be a blush primarily, that's totally, like, it makes sense. So this is super random. I desperately want a haircut. Just telling you guys that for basically no reason, but I want to get my hair cut. So this is just going to be winged out. Also, what I ended up doing with this look, you can kind of do in a different order. Truthfully, I didn't completely know what I was going to do. So there probably is, sometimes you can start with the shimmers and this kind of winged action before and then blend it out with the colors that I'm using. But I just truthfully didn't know what I was going to do, so we ended up here. And I ended up switching my brush a little bit to like an angled one. And then from there, I'm going to go into both this shade and this shade. So starting with the lighter one first, and that's the shade Gloomy. And just kind of adding that to the wing with kind of giving a little more depth with more color in there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the darker shade, so that's the shade Coven. And then I'm going to kind of bring it in a little bit more. We're also going to use the darker blue shade, as you can see right here, but we'll do that after we do the shimmer shades. So I'm going to take a little bit of my NYX glitter primer in a flat brush and just kind of pick it up, and then we'll place it down where we want the shimmer shades to go. And I do use every single one of these damn shimmers, so wasn't really intending on doing that, but I think it looks beautiful. And I'll just bring the glitter primer out a little bit. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the purple and blue shimmers, so the shade Hex and the shade Ritual. So this one and this one. Starting off with the purple shade. I'm going to pick it up on my brush because I know I'm going to use it after, but I'm going to start this with my finger, and then we'll move into a brush after that. This shade is super pretty, by the way. Like, when I used it the first time, I was like, wow. I think this might have like a shift to it too. So basically getting that down majority of where I want it to go. I'm going to go into the blue shade. Just keep adding with the shimmer shade. That blue shade. Now I'm going to take the brush that I was going to use for the purple shade and just kind of refine the shape a little bit. Not going to be perfect, but that's honestly fine. Make sure those are blend together. Blend. Okay, and then just refining the shape with that shimmer shade, the blue one. So one thing that I remember, like, mildly not liking is having to flip the palette over to get the name, because at that point I'm just like, yeah, I'm using the blue one. I didn't even want to put the effort into, like, flipping it over to get the shade, even though it's like Coven. No, it's Ritual. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this angled brush and dip into the blue shimmer shade and just kind of get the shape together. And I don't need to bring it all the way out into the wing because I'm basically going to be covering it up with the blue shade anyways. So we're going to go into Purgatory, which is this blue shade right here. And I'm basically just going to use the same brush just to get kind of a wing shape a little bit easier. So just starting in the outer portion. And just kind of getting a nice wing shape out of that. And then I can just bring that over a little bit all in here. Feel like that helps give it just a cleaner look. Alright, so that's basically it. I know this shape's always different than this one. And then from there, I basically just go into that brighter purple shade, Gloomy. Also, I feel like my mood is just like kind of off, and if I seem kind of off, I'm a little bit stressed. If you're not from the United States, just know we're all very stressed right now. I'll be okay. I'm just stressed. Our election has literally been going on for days, and I'm not gonna get all political on you guys and really talk about all that stuff, but yeah. What I'm currently doing right now, never mind, we're not even gonna get into it, but very stressed. Be stressed. Alright, and then we're just gonna drag that under our eye. Whoop. Alright, this is very fun and colorful. Do I want to do lashes? I'm literally just going to yank them off after, so probably not. Okay, I literally just don't do lashes anymore. Like, they just don't, I don't do them. Okay, so now I'm going to take this kind of like angled dome brush, basically, and I'm going to put down some glitter primer, and I'm going to drag it up above where the purple is, because we're going to go in with some shimmer shades, basically the other two in the palette that we haven't used yet. So I'm going to start by going into the pink shade. So this one here, this is called Psycho Candy. Okay, and I'm basically just adding this above the purple, but kind of blending it in at the same time. I don't know why I felt like I wanted to do that earlier, but I do like it, so why not? Getting that close to the inner corner, but not all the way. For the inner color. For the inner corner, we're going to use this beautiful orange shade. So the shade Firestarter. This one right here. And we're just putting that all up in the inner corner. Dragging it down just a tiny bit, and then also dragging it up into pink shade. Boom. Alright. Well then. So, that's basically it. I'm going to kind of blend everything out, finish up the rest of my makeup. I don't know if I'm most likely not doing lashes. Let's be 100% honest. Not going to do lashes, but I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll show you all what it looks like afterwards. We'll talk about the palette a little bit, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm back, and this is the finished look. I just love this color combination. I love all of the shimmers. They're so pretty. I just can't, like, I can't explain. Okay, I'm going to try my best, but I just love these palettes so much. Like, I seriously, when the pink one came out and then the orange one came out, and they came out pretty, like, close together, like it wasn't that far apart, maybe like a month or two, I was just so excited. Like, the pink one was enough. I was just like, yes, this is amazing. And then I knew they were gonna come out with more. I remember them like at least releasing that information, and then we didn't know like when they were going to, and then they came out with another one, which was the orange one that was exclusive to Ulta. I love the orange one. That one's like, it's orange. It was orange and then pink, but now with this one, I honestly, it's gonna be a battle between this one and the orange one. Like, I'm not sure what one I like the most. I might be leaning towards this one, to be completely honest, at least color story wise, but I'm probably going to do a video using all three of them at some point. I might even do 3 looks with this palette. So when these came out, I loved them so much, and like, I don't know how long you've been watching my channel, but if you were watching me back when I got these palettes for the first time, the pink and the orange one, you would know, like, I wouldn't stop talking about them. Like, I just love them so much, and to be completely honest, I only used them for so long, and then I kind of stopped using them, but you know, that kind of comes with the territory of like trying new makeup all the time. But I knew when this one came out that I needed it, and I kind of am just gonna get all of them whenever they come out with more of these collections, because I am hoping, and I'm pretty sure they will be. So yeah, so far everything feels like the other palettes, and I love those, so I don't have any complaints as far as formula goes. The shimmers are just gorgeous. I love the assortment of colors that they come out with all of these collections. Like, they're just fun and intriguing and so inspiring. Like, with the other palettes, and I know I said this so much when I got the other palettes, but I was just so inspired, and all I wanted to do was just hang out and play with those palettes. Like, that's all I wanted to do. I kept using them so often, did so many videos about them. This is kind of the same way. Like, I know I'm going to use this a lot. I love the color story. The packaging is just so fun. Like, I just can't wait to keep doing more looks, and it's one of those palettes where while I was using it, I was thinking of all of the other things I could do, and that's what I want out of a palette. Like, I want something that's gonna push me, that's gonna inspire me. Like, I want that. I probably don't need to keep rambling about how much I'm already loving this palette, but I will say the blush shade did take a little while to build up on the eye, at least on the face. It felt like it was just like instant, so I don't know. But that's only the only thing that I really noticed was that felt like it was taking a while to build up, but it is, you know, supposed to be a blush shade, so that could be why. I don't remember if the other ones did that. I don't remember having issues with those ones, but they very well could have been that way too. Maybe they were. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while. But yeah, I love the color story. Everything's been working out perfectly so far. I didn't use all of the shades, so I basically didn't use just these 2. They are super pretty, so I'm excited to use them. But I just didn't feel like including them in the look today and trying to do every single one of the colors in this palette. That being said, I don't know how these 2 are going to perform. Hopefully they'll perform the same way as all of the other shades have. I don't have any complaints. The mattes were easy to kind of blend out and build up. The shimmer shades were absolutely like flawless. Like, no problems there. Absolutely gorgeous. The colors of the shimmer shades as well are just so pretty. I can't wait to keep using them. But yeah, so overall, yes, you need this palette, and I just need like 50 of them now. I don't actually need 50 of them, but you know, I am 100% so happy that I bought this palette, and I was just so excited to see that they were releasing this. So super exciting, and I hope that they keep coming out with more, and maybe we don't have to wait as long this time, because you know, I wouldn't mind another one right now. That's pretty much it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. We'll see you next time.